August 15th. Whenever someone asks what day it is, let's just say it's Independence Day. But on that very August 15th, everyone watching our channel will know something else. The most important day of the year worldwide is when America, Trump, Putin and Russia sit down to talk. How this conversation goes will affect everything, from the dessert factory back in Tiruppur to the IT guys working in companies like TCS, CTS, Tech Mahindra and all those others. There are a lot of pharmaceutical companies in India already giving tons of jobs, especially in the medical field. For the people working there, their future really depends on this meeting where Russia and the US will sit down and talk. That meeting is actually happening in just 3 days. Just yesterday, Trump suddenly dragged India into this mess again, saying a lot of things. Did you see how he said he's blackmailing Russia? He was talking like he owns the whole world. Watching him day by day, he doesn't even sound like a president. When Trump talks, it makes you think twice before posting anything with a fake account. There's nothing clever or worth commenting on, just cringe. Imagine if someone bold enough to drop a fake comment like that actually became president and spoke like that. Trump talks just like this every day. It's happening. If you've seen what we're about to watch in the video today, on August 15th, he's got a lot to say. He's saying there might be some events where things just turn around suddenly in the world. I'll be there. And if things don't get set up in 2 minutes, I'll come back and get ready for our song. Why is India acting all shady again? I'll start by explaining in detail how the future of the people in our area depends on this meeting and what's really going on. But before I get into that, if you've ever wondered why things always happen on August 15th and what that means, you need to understand it simply in about 10 minutes. So, subscribe to my channel and join. That's the only way to get the algorithm right. Your video just got uploaded on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe and join the channel. Now I'll start explaining. Hello everyone and hello my dear world people. First thing, Trump came today. What did he say? He held a press conference today, right? Okay, Trump's press conference happened today, the daily one. So, the leader came and did some comedy today. Let's see what content he's giving us today. Looks like he's trying to change the whole culture. So, in this press conference he said, I came to India and showed how I handled Russia. Have you seen how Russia's economy got completely messed up? Russia is the biggest country in the world, okay? We need to understand that. The biggest country in the world. Except for India and China, everyone else in the world is opposing Russia right now. The most powerful country in the world is America, sure. And then behind that are Germany, the United Kingdom, France, Italy, Spain. Every rich country in the world is standing up against Russia without leaving any place. But still, none of them have been able to bring Russia down or knock it over, right? Even if they try hard, think about it. Here's a guy. About 50 or 60 people came together here and said, we'll hit Russia, we won't let you do business, we'll bring you down, and all that. But still, they haven't been able to take Russia down. The reason is, right behind that, there are two huge powerful countries, China and India. Anyway, we've got a good relationship with Russia and have been doing business with them. Now, whatever Trump says, that business is what keeps things going for Russia. That's the only solid footing Russia has. On top of that, Russia is still holding strong. Even though there are like 50 or 60 of us opposing them, how is Russia still alive and kicking? They can move forward because of two huge countries holding them back, India and China. When I say huge countries, I mean huge in terms of population. No matter how big the population is, out of everyone, only 2 of us are at the top. Even for us too, things haven't been totally set yet. That's why America has been happy for many years. If India and China team up, the whole world is done for. So here's the thing. These 2 guys have been supporting Russia all along. You want to know my strategy? I came and raised taxes on India. I told them straight up, I'm raising taxes by 50% because you're buying oil from Russia. India is standing with Russia. When everyone's ditching Russia, India's still backing them. But India isn't like China or some communist country. Like even if you look at roots, India's different. Even though we're a socialist country, we're still dealing with Russia. Why? Because friendship turns into good business for us. These 2 things together can bring business deals that might even go beyond us. If the right business deal comes along, we can negotiate with others and maybe get some discount, even if not a huge one. Why, even Russia stood by us. Because Russia was with us during the time when America was against us, in the 1900s. You see, America came and opposed us, trying to push us down. Even in that period when America wanted to suppress us and stop our growth, Russia was there supporting us. It's history. It's a time-tested friendship. That's exactly what India's Ministry of External Affairs says. This friendship has been tested over many years. So what I'm doing is raising taxes on India. As soon as I hike it by 50%, today you guys will directly stop buying petrol and diesel from us. The tomatoes, onions, petrol, fish, cars, bikes, you'll stop going and coming, school fees, bus fares, everything will come back to us and depend on us. Did you know the school bus fees for getting to and from home have gone up? It's because everything's linked like that. When the price of tomatoes and onions goes up, the prices of all the stuff coming home go up too. The price of biscuits, chips, all of that increases. No matter how much we try to save this business, at the same time, India is facing a 50 to 60% reduction in business. Our GDP is going down this year because of the taxes Trump imposed, and the overall economy is shrinking. The growth we expected is less than what we're actually getting. So basically, the economy is giving us either a slowdown or minimal growth compared to what we hoped for. Trump's tariffs are coming down on us, and that's why Trump and India might have a chance to take a step forward. See, as we talked in our last few videos, India is trying to keep America happy, and there's talk about what kind of deals we can offer. The oil we used to buy from Russia is starting to get stopped slowly by our government companies, like Indian Oil in Hindustan. They've begun to cut back little by little, and I've been buying that oil. So yeah, Reliance is the one who actually bought it. Ambani bought it. That's what India is doing now. If you look closely, first it was Nira, then Ambani, just those two guys bought it all. Now India is facing power cuts. Why? Because Russia is more important to us. But think about the people in our country, those working in Tiruppur, coming all the way from Bihar, crossing thousands of kilometers, living in a tiny house in Tamil Nadu just to print t-shirt designs. A guy who works at a t-shirt factory, coming and going from morning till night just to support his family, sends the money he earns back to Bihar so his family can survive. People of the country, you can already see the hardships starting. I've already told you, Walmart, Amazon, all these companies that give us deals are cutting them down. They've already started canceling orders. The pharmaceutical companies in our town are also starting to cut deals little by little and canceling them. This is going to affect us badly. And Trump, that's not all. He threatened even before this, saying he'll slap on secondary tariffs. You owe America, you know. Nope. You can't sell t-shirts in America, that's a loss for you. If you're not selling in America, you can't sell in any country that supports or is friends with America either. That's how it goes. They say they'll put a secondary tariff on it. So what does that mean? If India supports Russia, it won't be available here. That's already been said, not just America. What do you think now? If I can't sell in America, I'll just sell it in Germany. I make t-shirts here, come to Earth and sell them at the mall. Or I go there and sell them in France. I sell in the United Kingdom too. Sometimes I sell in other countries as well. Do I have to sell only in America? You're thinking it might make a bit less money, right? Trump says I can't sell in that country, so he'll put a tax on it. My friends, they're from their countries, Europe and all. They're my friends. So I'll tell them you can't sell near them, and then I'll put taxes on them too. Got it? If they buy from nearby, their taxes go up, so they won't come here. Trump threatened India saying, I'll ruin your whole economy. And that's why Russia is moving towards them. See, Russia isn't just giving oil. They know that even beyond their own interests, India sometimes stands with Russia. So when we build that friendship and bring them over, Trump proudly spoke about it in the press yesterday. This right here is real diplomacy, politicking with the voters. Is this some kind of random fight or a real fight for the voters? Anyway, Trump said it, and people who believe that think Trump is a genius. Here, the voters are just blackmailing one guy to bring him down. Is all this fair? Some say yes, some say no. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. But honestly, why is Trump saying all this stuff anyway? What did he do by blackmailing? By blackmailing, he said he would cut off even someone who's pure and loyal like you. Saying all that, what's Trump doing? He's getting Russia to come to the negotiation table. Russia has been fighting a war inside Ukraine for 3 years now, going on and on without stopping. Alaska is what's happening here. It's this place you might have seen on the map. It's just above mainland America, close to Canada, a small area that's right near both Russia and the US. That point in Alaska is actually the closest spot between Russia and America. Now, if you look from there, what's the closest point to India and Sri Lanka? You could say Ramaswaram, something like that. Just like they have Alaska near their place, that Alaska spot is the closest point to Russia. Got it? That's about the Alaska area. Russia and them are only about 88 kilometers apart. Putin agreed to meet Trump over in Alaska. Trump says as soon as he gets there, he'll know within 2 minutes if this is going to be a productive meeting or not. His main goal is to get Putin to stop the fighting going on there. If Putin won't talk, Trump says he'll just leave the meeting after 2 minutes. Think about it. This is what Trump's planning to do. So yeah, literally, The Ukrainian president was just sitting there, chilling right there, like, this visual will stick with you. We definitely haven't forgotten. It was just a few days ago. Trump was standing here, and the Ukrainian president was there. Both of them were sitting in the press meet, basically arguing and fighting. It hasn't even been that many years. 7 months. He came in just now, and he's been here for 3 or 4 months. They were just sitting there arguing like that. Then Putin was just sitting there when Trump showed up and started acting like, this isn't right, is it? Then Putin came back with, but Zelensky isn't here. Like Russia came, Ukraine isn't here. Russia's already made a huge move beyond that. In response, this boss called Baskaran, like a leader in a village council. If Trump came and claimed a big win here, then Putin would have scored an even bigger win. So in that meeting, I'd step in within 2 minutes, step up and take charge. That's how I roll. No worries at all. Everyone needs to hear what I'm saying. Trump has already talked to Netanyahu about how he handled India, then how he handled Russia after that. He's discussed all this. Now India's watching all this. Russia's watching. The whole world's watching. Somehow, I feel like one day everyone will come together and take down Trump. So Trump's saying all this stuff. Next, he says Russia's economy is totally messed up, really bad. Russia's focus now is just on rebuilding that economy. He keeps saying that all this back and forth fighting in Ukraine isn't good for them or their country. Then he wonders why Russia, such a huge country, has been stuck in Ukraine for so many years. That war. Before it all started, they said the night would pass and by morning, Ukraine would be done for. But here we are, 3 years later. It's been over 1,000 days and it still doesn't seem to be ending. The reason? Trump gave an interesting insight. He said, when this war began, there was a main route, from Russia straight to Kiev, to Ukraine's capital. That main route goes through that path. If all the tanks had moved, Ukraine would have reached and captured Russia within 4 hours. But what did they do? Everyone knows we'll come down the road like this, so they'll come down the road too, because tanks need to move fast. So we can't just come straight on the road and get caught. We need to be smart and sneak in through the bushes. Then it's impossible to predict where we'll attack from. No one will know which side we'll come from. Not coming on the road is the right move. It's totally unexpected. So, they said they were coming. And all the Russian tanks got stuck in the mud. And when that happened, there was this situation in Ukraine that you could call a Rasputitsa moment. Basically, the ground mixed with snow and dirt, turning into this muddy mess. When the tanks tried moving during that time, they got stuck deep inside it. A little further ahead, near some villages, a bunch of tanks just ended up sinking into that mud. The Russian tanks got completely bogged down. That's why the Russians are. There's no other way. We just have to let it go and move on. Because if we get stuck on the opposite side right now, the enemy could easily attack us while we're tied up. If you stay stuck in one spot, dragging your feet and just standing there, they'll quickly strike. And then we won't be able to move from there. We have to keep pushing forward, not get bogged down. The tanks out there are all stuck up too. Hundreds of Russian tanks got stuck in that mess, and that's why the war started slowing down. Trump talks about this. Now the reason behind all this is some general made that decision. Got to take it. Not like this or that. I don't think that guy's gonna keep the stuff now. Because the big problem in their country is they don't have proper decision makers like this in their town. I gave advice to Putin, told him to go back to his country and build it up. Just focus on the neighboring countries. That's enough. And stuff like that. So, he's talked about all this much. Now, the moral of the story is, do you know what he's trying to say? On August 15th, I was already sitting down and watching, thanks to Joe Biden. Is it over? Has any huge cursed temple ever been finished before this? Has any president from any country in the world ever managed to come to Russia, enter Ukraine, and just stop things here? But did you see how I shouted those words and made everyone sit down? That shows how big a deal I am. Then someone else says something different. I said the distance is only 88 kilometers. People are saying there's a chance I might go into Russia. So yeah, I'm going to Russia. They say this. People mistakenly think Alaska belongs to Russia, but there's a reason they might think that. Because at one point, Alaska actually was part of Russia. It's not a misunderstanding. Alaska really was Russian territory. Whether they realize it or not, they're talking about going back. If that happens, it's only now, after almost 10 years, that an American president is stepping foot on what used to be Russian land. It's been that long since we've had a presence there. So, if that's the case, then it's definitely a significant thing. I don't know what's gonna happen, but look at how much Trump struggled, and look at how much effort I'm putting in. I've calmed everyone down, you see? Everyone's coming to me to hear what I have to say. The reason I say this is because if you look, America needs to win, or India needs to stop buying Russian oil, or China needs to stop it, or the world needs peace. None of that is happening. Trump deserves the Nobel Peace Prize. The whole world is just doing PR for him. Nobel. Just say you won't pay the price. The boss has totally lost it and is out of control. On a side note, I've got one question for you. In the discussion happening on August 15th, Ukraine and America are on the same team. Putin's on the opposite team. You could say Putin, China, and all are on the opposing side. Do you really think Team Russia is going to win this conversation? The whole talk is about whether Team Russia will come out on top. But the thing is, we can't trust Trump. Trump suddenly messed things up. Russia is probably right. That's why I'm asking. America definitely won't agree, but Trump might. Just like Vladimir jumping away from a tough spot. So that's why I'm asking. In the August 15th conversation, do you think Putin's Russia team will have a positive outlook? Or do you think Ukraine's team will be positive? Share your opinion in the comments. I'll see you in another video tomorrow. That's it, signing off. Love you all, take care.